Hey, here we are.
Guys. Woo, welcome to My Recovery Radio. Hey! We're excited. We have JC's house, JC's Recovery House right here. Stevie B's in the house. Woo! And good old handsome devil, I can't help it.
Yeah.
Big John C's in the house. Yeah. And we have Dr. Rick Mann. You're going to hear
Dr.
him.
Rick.
This is Sobriety, the support recovery support vitamin. That's
There you
it.
go.
You're going to hear all about that
tongue
tonight.
twister.
This is the big launch date for the recovery vitamin, and that's going to be awesome. You're going to hear
Looks
some
like you
vibes.
took the recovery
And
vitamin.
it's working for me. It's working for me. I tell you, the magic.
If that's what it'll do for me, I want 5 bottles tonight.
Let's see some guns. Get out of here. So we're going to go live here, guys.
43 seconds.
In 43 seconds. So we're going live. I want to say hello to you. Tune in right there.
Saturdays at 10 a.m. on News Talk 850.
We are live, literally live.
Here's AJ.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey,
Turn it's sideways.
sideways.
Sideways?
It's sideways.
How about like this?
No, you gotta turn it.
Why is it
Yeah?
sideways?
Is that why
Hi
it's still
there.
sideways?
Why is it sideways?
Hold on.
That's interesting.
Turn the
Hold on.
camera.
Yeah.
How about like this?
Hold on.
How about like
Here
this?
we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Guys, go
Now
JoJo.
we're good.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, Joanne Miller's on. Hi, Joanne Miller.
Just turned again.
It just turned again.
Yeah.
Flipped.
How did it flip?
I don't know.
Keep your diagonal thing on non-flipping.
Okay, we're live.
Let me try one more
We're going
time.
live right now, guys. No.
He told me it flipped again. How about now?
Oh, this is not live.
How about now?
It's not real time. That's from before.
Is it sideways now or straight?
It's sideways.
It's still sideways?
No, that's not real time. That's not
Come
real
on.
time. Look.
What?
You gotta go to the live button and hit it now.
On the light bulb right there.
We're live. Hello, my friends, and welcome to My Recovery Radio. Woo! We're going to find real people, real stories, and real hope. Tonight is presented by the JC's Recovery and Counseling Center. They are the faith-based treatment center located out of Hollywood, Florida. Faith-based program and treatment. And they are in the house tonight. I'm so excited to have them. Stevie B and John C's in the house. Wait till you see them and hear them, because right now we are live on Facebook. My name is Kent Paul. I am your host. So blessed to have another day clean and sober. Wow, I'm so excited. I control my emotions. Woo! This is a show for the broken, but also for the families of the broken. It's for the suffering, but also the loved ones of the suffering. If you're looking for hope, you want to share your hope with us, this is the show for you, because we are family healing together, guys. You are not alone. We are together. Coming to you live out of West Palm Beach, Florida, and live on Facebook Live right now, my friends. Tell your friends, text your friends right now. My Recovery Radio Facebook page. So it's Facebook at My Recovery Radio. Go there right now, and you will see us live right now. Producing this show and all the great characters in the studio tonight.
Yeah.
Woo! We got AJ, the board up right
What's
here.
up, people?
Hey,
Welcome to
Jay.
My Recovery Radio. We're here
Yes,
for you.
AJ.
I'm glad you're here for us.
Amen. That's right. And we got JoJo, the voice that you hear intro the show, the voice of
I'll
My
just show my
Recovery.
hands or
JoJo is the
something.
film.
There's my
Oh,
hands.
come on, JoJo. Turn the camera around. Everybody wants to see ya.
Let's see.
There
Woo!
There
That's
we
it.
go. It's time.
We have Stevie right now also in the studio, and John C. And
What's up, John?
Hey, Rick.
the one who's not been in the studio tonight, Dr. Rick Mann.
Dr.
Yeah.
Rick. Welcome, Dr. Rick.
Doctor is in the house.
You can't do a show
Let me get a
without
scription for
We
that.
got a doctor. You got to have a doctor on the show. So you're going to hear him and Sobriety coming up in just a few minutes. It's an amazing recovery support vitamin. Wait till you hear about this, guys, because tonight is the launch day for Sobriety. Man, wait till you hear about what
Sobriety?
this is for
Sobriety.
alcoholics. So again, we are live stream right now, not just on Facebook, but also live stream on the website, myrecoveryradio.com. Go there and just click live stream, and you will hear this show all over the world, also Facebook all over the world. And I am here to announce, right now, My Recovery Radio is now being heard in 15 countries. My friend.
Woo!
Holy moly! 15
Hallelujah.
countries.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So, The newest countries that have joined My Recovery Radio just in the last 7 days. Check that, in 7 days. Rome, Italy, Sweden, Czech Republic, Ukraine, Haiti, the Philippines, a lot of people in the Philippines, Brazil, got a lot of people in Brazil, a lot of people in Canada and Taiwan.
Wow.
All
I
right.
got contacted.
Worldwide solutions.
Worldwide solutions.
Worldwide
I got contacted
solutions.
by Taiwan
That's
today.
That's a beautiful
Nice.
thing.
Actually, we're having conversations and connecting with them and support, and people are reaching out. It's just exploding right now. I mean, this is
beautiful
becoming a movement, AJ.
Good.
A movement, a recovery
Because we
movement.
want to touch people.
We love them. We're here to serve them
We are
and
here to
share
help
the
you.
message of recovery. There's hope.
You're not
There's
alone.
love. There's power. You're not
You're
alone.
not alone.
We are here. We're a team. We're sincere. We love you. We're here to serve you.
Thank you to Kent and My Recovery Show.
Amen. Well, you're here too, my partner, buddy.
I
Right
got
here.
your back, man,
Boy,
all day.
Man, all day long. Man in recovery right here, AJ.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank you.
Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Thank you,
He's,
guys.
he's my producer, board op, and I'm so blessed to have him on the show. So, of course, you know,
Amen.
the mission of the show is to share the stories of addiction and tragedy, but more importantly, of course, we are here to share a new life that's full of love, hope, faith, strength, power, and the tools of recovery. And we're going to share all that tonight. Ooh, I got goosebumps. I don't control myself in the show. We got so much
Keep on
energy.
rocking, baby.
We got
Keep
so
on
much
rocking.
energy in
Yes.
the studio tonight. It's
Yeah,
just,
man.
And Stevie B standing like 2
I
feet
know.
away from me.
Oh, yeah, it glued you like Velcro.
From JC's house.
Yay.
You know, I just can't feel but his great, amazing vibe and energy. Wow. Okay, we got to get into this. So, the topic of tonight is our decisions that led to our addiction.
Nice.
Woo.
My decision.
Change our decisions, change our life.
Change our decisions,
No,
change our life.
wow.
Change
Mind
our
blown.
decisions,
Mind blown.
change our life.
Change our decisions. Change
How about decide to surrender to recovery, to surrender our way in life? We're going to talk about all those elements.
Nice.
Get yourself into treatment, find a new life, surrender
Yes,
your old
please.
ways into a whole new way of thinking, believing, accepting a new God in your life. We're going to talk about all those things. So in just a few minutes. But before we do that, again, I want to bring into the show Dr. Rick Mann. I just like saying doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Rick Mann is here in the studio, and he is the creator of Sobriety, the recovery support vitamin. And he is such a great guy. Funny story, last summer, we're actually working out in the gym, go figure, I know, and we were actually training, and I was doing a couple, helping him out, doing a couple form and shrugs. I think, was it shrugs, Dr. Mann?
Yeah, I was doing 3 plates on each side. You were doing about 18.
Oh,
I need a sobriety pill.
Okay, I think that was exaggerating just a little bit. But we just connected in the gym. He had a great spirit. He was smiling. He's such a great, lovable guy. And that just kind of sparked up rapport. I saw him in the gym every day. And we got to talk in the locker room, guy locker room talk. And he's asking what I do, what he does. And talking about recovery and starting a recovery radio show and everything else. Really? I have something that you might be interested in.
Right.
I said, really? This has been building since, I believe, July.
Yeah,
if my memory,
we
right?
did it for about 3 months. It took about
Yeah.
3 months to get the product to market.
Yeah. So please tell us, what really, introduce the element of what is the support vitamin of sobriety. How did this come to be?
Well, first off, you got to know when you see. First, thank you so much, Ken. When you see Kent in the gym, that you get a great inferiority complex. It's just this man is a monster.
I've experienced
A
that.
monster in a good way.
I am not an animal.
He's
I am
enormous.
not an animal.
He's enormously charismatic. I thought he was Clark Kent. Turns out his name is Ken Paul. Very intimidating. And I had come up with this this vitamin that I was going to go after the recovery market with, and I really didn't know. I didn't have direction, and he just fell into my world. And
Divine.
I think it's really very significant. So, and also I've been friendly with Kent for a while now and watching this show grow. And I just want to tell you, you're doing an amazing job. You're going to be all over the world.
Absolutely.
You're just a super.
Kent just a
The
start.
list that you just mentioned, in a month or two, you're going to have 50 countries on that list.
Wow.
You are charismatic. You are brilliant. You are great at this, and I am honored to be involved with
Wow.
you. Really am.
Wow.
Ken Ball in the house, everybody.
That's the beginning.
Wow.
Ken
That's
Ball.
the beginning.
Ken Ball in the
Happens
house.
to be the truth. Happens to be the
Thanks,
truth.
brother. Thank
You're a
you.
terrific
Thank you.
guy. If
Thank
anybody
you.
doesn't
Thank
know
you.
this man, come by and meet him.
Wow. Thank
He's a superstar.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for having me here. And thanks so much for all the good work you do.
Thank you for the good work you're doing.
Well,
Really.
thank you so much. Well, let's. I'll tell you a little bit about me.
Yes.
Okay. So I practice podiatric medicine. I'm a physician and surgeon. I specialize in nerve diseases of the feet and legs. And about 12 years ago, I came upon a vitamin, a very, very strong vitamin B form of vitamin B1 that helped people with diseases of the nerves and feet and the legs, and it was terrific. It transformed my life. It changed everything for me. It was effective, it was safe, it was really very well studied, and it worked brilliantly on people with burning, tingling, nerve pain, etc., and numbness. And I pioneered that form of vitamin B1 to the profession. I lectured nationally, internationally, at medical conferences. I must have lectured at 50 medical conferences, and I'm very, very proud of that work. What does this have to do with recovery?
I'm glad you asked.
I'll tell
that
you.
was my question for you. What does this have to do with
That's
recovery?
a good question.
So I am addicted to the medical journals, and I read constantly anything about
You are
any
a
of
scholar.
these topics.
A scholar.
Oh, thank you so
You
much.
really
It's
are
very
a
kind
scholar,
of you.
really.
I'm not so sure of that, but nonetheless, I am obsessed with this form of vitamin B1. And a study came out about 3 years ago, and then a secondary study about a year ago from this really brilliant group at the University of Kansas who tried this vitamin on alcoholics. Now, the reason this vitamin works so exceptionally well is it's absorbed very, very rapidly and strongly from the gut and the intestines. And they thought that, although all the studies had been on peripheral neuropathy, they thought that this might be applicable to alcoholics. And the reason that makes sense is it's very well known that alcoholics are vitamin B1 or thiamine deficient. Some of the studies show 80% of alcoholics are vitamin B1 deficient. It's an epidemic in that community, and it's really not very well known. You may have heard of wet brain. Wet brain is an emergency. You go into the ER and you're completely psychotic. They give you IV thiamine or vitamin B1 right away. Now that's a variant of what we're talking about, and if you're not that bad, to a lesser extent, you may be suffering from thiamine deficiency with those sort of symptoms, and it's really totally unrecognized. So they thought that this was a really good idea to see what happened when you gave this very well absorbed form of vitamin B1 to people who are alcoholics. And that made a lot of sense. And well, what happened was that it worked brilliantly. What they did was absolute genius. And the study was a real eye-opener. They gave it to a number of alcoholics, and the women and the men, the women to greatest statistical significance, reduced significantly the amount of alcohol they drank. And the men, the worst alcoholic of the men, were able to function better, make much better decisions. And this makes ideal sense because thiamine deficiency or B1 deficiency causes you to be depressed and anxious and have less control of your actions. So what they did was, instead of giving injectable vitamin B1, they gave an oral form that I was very familiar with. I've been using for a long time, and they help people enormously. And it makes a lot of sense. And the science on it is very good. It turns out that large quantities of alcohol burn out the mechanism in your intestine for you to absorb regular form of vitamin B1 or pills of vitamin B1, so you slowly and insidiously go into vitamin B1 deficiency, and you suffer those symptoms, and some of those symptoms are exactly the symptoms that you see in alcoholics. So the study that they did was brilliant. There was another study that was done in Asia as well, and that's why I'm here tonight, Ken. I'm here to support I wanted to spread the news about the vitamin and the ability. I wanted to tell people that.
How do you get the vitamin?
Yes, how do you
Where
get the
do we get
vitamin?
it?
How do you get this stuff? This stuff is amazing. Before he says that, let me tell you
Amazon?
right now, the Facebook Live, right here, to the live all over the
How do you
world.
get the vitamin?
Let me say something.
And can you snort it?
Stevie B, I'm gonna have to resign you, my man. You can't crush it up.
Can you snort this vitamin? I need it.
It's absolutely amazing. I take it every single morning, guys, and I'm telling you, I have a
it's
history
working.
of anxiety, panic attacks, depression. That's what launched my addiction, was anxiety. So I have issues of anxiety. And I work through a lot of it through recovery, spirituality, tools of recovery. It's very subsided, but I still have undertones of that. When I take Zobriety every morning, and I spent Christmas by myself this year. I know it's sad, but this is the first time in my life I ever spent Christmas alone, because my family in Colorado, a bunch of circumstances. And I would normally probably have lost my mind, actually feeling the loneliness and anxiety of being alone at Christmas. I was taking Zobriety, and I was cool as a kitten. Cool like the other side of the pillow. And I really think that Zobriety and the elements of B1 in the brain, which I have been defective because of my alcohol abuse elements of absorption, kept me calm even through a very anxiety, depression type element called Christmas. So right there with that proof in the pudding, right now, Kent Paul is saying, Zobriety works for me. And it helps keep me calm when normally I would not be calm. And it's all natural vitamins.
Well, how do you get it?
How do you get it? That's
Well,
right.
you know, I'm glad you asked that.
I'm glad you
I'm
asked that.
dying to know.
We,
Can we have a
we
sample?
have to go to break in 30 seconds. So how do you get it?
Come to my website, www.zobriA-t.
Sobriety.
Sobriety.
Spell it again. Spell it again.
ZOBRIA-T.com. Or you can
Yes.
call us, and the phone number is 855-ZOBRIA-T.
Yes.
855-ZOBRIA-T.
Yes.
That's what I'm
555
talking
Sobriety. So come up after the break. Order that right now, by the way. You're going to hear
Sobriety.
Stevie B and John C. from the JC Recovery House, the faith-based program. Stay tuned. We're having so much fun. My Recovery Radio. Stay tuned.
Nice.
That was great. I
Nice.
love that. I want to get it. Yeah. those are
Sobriety,
great.
you have any on you?
Yeah.
We want to try something.
That's right. I need a sobriety pill right now.
I'm thinking about it.
I wanted to snort it.
I know. It just goes, man.
Stevie B in the house on fire.
I need a sobriety pill right now. Oh,
The guy lights up everywhere he goes, doesn't he, Johnny? Everywhere he goes, lights up every room. Stevie B is in the house. Stevie B is in the house.
Sobriety.
Hey, not for nothing, as a side note here, Stevie B is making me laugh so hard in the studio that I can't even keep this camera straight. Thank you, Stevie B.
Sobriety pill.
Sobriety, we're ordering right now.
Oh,
Give him two for the way home.
Sobriety.
Stevie B is ordering sobriety. This stuff will help. I'm getting the doctor's number myself. Lord knows I could use a little too.
So awesome.
855
Yes.
ZOBRIA-T.
Z.
Z like in zebra.
But what's the numbers, Doc? What's the numbers?
The telephone number, not the letter. We can't do letters and numbers.
you gotta pull up the keyboard on your phone.
Z.
Z.
954.
O.
No, let's do the numbers.
855.
Oh my God.
855
96. 2.
Because he has
BRIA.
3 minutes.
Sobriety.
Are you on Amazon?
Amazon?
Amazon. Prime. We'll have it in the morning.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that's the number.
Well, I hope so. You better be the number.
Listen, I got a card there. Just
Hold
call me.
on.
Just call me.
Do you have a sample? Give him a
We're
sample.
ordering right now.
Hi, this is Stevie B.
Stevie B is ordering
I can
Sobriety right now.
some sobriety pill.
A case. Get a case.
So bright.
A case of Sobriety.
The highly ingestible, quickly ingestible form. Yes.
I like it.
Okay, how much for a case of that? No.
Okay, people, if he's ordering, you better order because he's going to get it all. Order now.
We're still having a radio show here.
You got to be prepared. This is going to be huge.
Hey, Mandy thinks, hey, guess what? Mandy Reinhardt says they have no clue that we're here. LOL. Hi, Mandy, we see you.
Hi, Mandy. We see you. I'm sorry. We're having so much fun. And
We're on commercial break.
We're on commercial right now.
Right,
So
yes.
we're being crazy because we're on commercial. We'll get back to having a radio show in just a second.
I need the
That's
number.
pretty funny.
No, he needs a pill. Just give him a pill.
Yeah,
Calm him down.
we gotta get some
Give him a
pills right now.
start. Give him a free sample. Something.
I don't need a free sample right now. I'm excited.
No, we're wound up tonight.
I'm excited. I
Yeah,
need
we're
some.
fired up in the
Holy
studio
smokes.
tonight.
You should know the number, Doc.
We're on fire.
Yeah,
We're on fire. Stevie, he
I
knows
need
the
the
letters.
We got the Holy Ghost fire up in here.
That pill sounded like exactly what I've been looking for.
All of your
That's
life.
my whole
All
life.
of your
I
life.
That's
need
what I've
some
been looking
sobriety
for.
pill.
I can't deny, honestly and jokingly, yes, it does
Okay,
sound
Barry,
like
I
something
want
I could use.
to get
I am here to tell you.
shipment for the house.
I was alone
Okay, I
on
want to
Christmas,
start
no
giving it
joke.
to some
You
of
took
the
a sobriety and you were
Great.
found it.
Okay, sounds great. Good, because I'm excited. Perfect.
And I
Okay,
was
great.
calm
Check.
all through Christmas.
Because the last one was a property management.
Nice.
company.
Why did you spend Christmas
That's
by
cool.
yourself?
Yeah, well, why didn't you come
Why
down
didn't you come down?
and
We had
serve
150
the
people.
clients? Everyone loves you down there. We would have had a great time. It would have been
That's
amazing.
what I thought you were going to
We were
do.
all
Next
down there
Christmas,
cooking.
can I invite you down? If you don't go to Denver, if you don't go to Colorado, would you please come down to JC's house and be with us down there and serve the community?
Yes.
There's so many people without
Yes.
families that would love to
Yes.
be around you.
That's my fault.
No,
Yes,
we didn't know.
it is.
Because we'd love to have him. It would have been incredible. He would have loved it. We
30
gave out
seconds.
toys to the
Everybody's
community.
cooking, everybody's having a good
30
time.
seconds.
You're there
Right.
with your sobriety pills. What were you thinking?
I'm still an alcoholic, bro. Let me tell
20
you.
seconds.
I guess, but
Yes, Jackie.
Who's Jackie?
you're
Your
right. I
wife?
should not have been alone. You're right.
Is
Absolutely.
Jackie your wife?
No.
Who's
Oh,
Jackie?
goodness.
Jackie.
Okay, so-
Jackie didn't call you while you were in the studio.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the other woman.
All right,
Okay,
we're
we're about
getting
to
ready to
go
go
live
live
right now,
again.
back on the radio.
Okay,
2.
2 seconds. Here we go.
Perfect.
Reeling these
Thank you
guys
so
in
much.
now.
That's
Come
very
on,
nice
guys.
meeting you.
Here we go.
woo!
Woo! Holy moly, we're having way too much fun. Welcome back to My Recovery Radio. This is Kent Paul, your host. We are having so much fun, rock and roll with sobriety. And CBB is about to jump out of his seat, and John C's like, "You gotta take some sobriety right now, bro."
Now.
Because woo, and we're having way too much. I need some sobriety. I'm too wound up. I had too much.
You need some
caffeine, so
chamomile.
Having too much fun in
We
recovery.
need some samples.
We need some samples.
Don't come on
Well,
a recovery
well,
radio
yeah.
show.
Without-
Talk about a pill that fixes all your illness and don't bring any samples.
Don't bring any free
Next
samples.
time you're on, you're gonna bring
For us.
That was
some.
unbelievable.
We're gonna all be ordering.
Okay.
Amazon Prime, delivered
Okay.
in the morning.
Woo, okay, back to a radio show.
We could be
Okay.
arrested for this.
So the great topic, and we're going to dive right into this.
But can you clean up the topic, Kent? Because that didn't even
Okay.
make sense to me.
So the topic that came in, and this topic was requested. The topic was requested for tonight's show was the decisions that we make that led to our addiction, or addictions that we make that leads to our addiction.
Right.
Okay.
Change our decisions, change our life.
Okay.
So dive into some element of that, or twist that around, CDB, for
Okay.
us. Because there is an element that we decide our free will before we have no control of will.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it was a decision in the beginning that led to my addiction. What I think it was very, very powerful. What the doctor said, what Rick said, is that my illness started with a God-sized hole from when I was very young, and I don't know where that came from. I had a feeling of illness, a feeling of dis-ease, a feeling of not fitting in, a feeling of not feeling comfortable in my own skin. Would you agree with that, John?
Absolutely.
And so I think-
disconnected from everybody and everything, except when I took a drink or a drug.
Right.
It made me feel I fit in.
I've been looking for that pill my whole life.
That pill that he's sobriety that he's talking about, I'm excited about it now.
I wish it existed, many years ago.
So what I did was, I don't know if it was a decision, it was more like an impulse. When I felt that this God-sized hole was not going to be filled first with girls and sports and all that kind of stuff, and then I reached for a drink. And instantaneously, when I took my first drink, it did fill that hole temporarily. And I know that if
But
you,
what made you to decide to go into chemical? The decision that led
well,
into
I
chemical.
didn't decide to go into chemical. I decided to go into girls first. Girls were the first thing that filled it temporarily. Girls is the first
Girls
thing.
usually come first, I think.
Right, well, for me,
we
it
try to
did.
use women first.
Really?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
More was girls, because women, I was only, young.
Okay, that's good.
And that worked temporarily,
Right,
right?
right,
I'm
sure.
sure
Oh,
you
worked
look
for
like
me
you might have been
temporarily.
around with a few women. I'm not judging you, but
Don't judge me. Don't
no,
judge me.
I'm not.
Okay.
And so when that doesn't work permanently, we seek other things. And when nothing else is working, drugs and alcohol are available. Of course, pot is very. I'm from the 80s, 70s, 80s, and more 80s. And so you try a drug, and that works temporarily until that turns on you, and then you try a drink, and that works temporarily until that turns, and then all of a sudden there's addiction. And so it's less of for me it's less of a decision and more of a trying to fill that God-sized hole with something other than God. What do you think, John?
What do you think, John?
I didn't decide to become an addict when I was 13 and 14 years old. I drank and I drugged because it felt good.
Right.
And I constantly did things that made me feel good when I was that age. And I did more and more, and I fit in, and I felt comfortable. And it made me feel comfortable. Comfortable with myself, comfortable with my surroundings, and comfortable with other people. Yeah. Alcohol did for me what I couldn't do for myself. Yeah. And so did drugs. Until there came a time when everything stopped working and
Right.
it started working against me.
Right.
From a great time, it went to a little bit of a great time, to sometimes a great time and sometimes not so great time, to times when it just was trouble over and over again, and I kept doing it, and I didn't know how to stop doing it. I was caught up in it, and
It's fun, and then it's
Fun.
fun with problems,
Right.
and then it's
there's
just problems.
Yeah, there's
That's
problems,
what I'm saying.
right.
And then
Fun, then fun with problems, and then just all problems.
right, and
Yeah.
then
The fun leaves at some point.
There's another door past just problems. It's just terror, just
Terror.
terror, rolled up in a carpet in the side of the room, and just terror.
That sounded like fun that time.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yes.
that was caused by a B1 deficiency in my life,
You
but
think
there was
sobriety-
definitely a deficiency.
Do you think sobriety might be able to do that?
Well, I tell you what's worked for me, and I know it's worked for you and AJ and John and many others. What's worked for me is that there is one that has all power, and that one is God.
Yes,
So when I put
yes.
God into
Woo.
the God-sized hole, it was a perfect fit. And I didn't know that. I didn't know I was searching for God. I just knew I was searching. I think a lot of addicts and alcoholics, we're searching.
We
We're
don't know.
searching for
We don't
something
know.
as a temporary fix, and we don't know. We
I
don't
didn't
know what we don't
I
know.
didn't- We don't
Right.
know what you don't. Except I don't know what I don't know.
But the first time
leading into addiction.
right? Yes, yes.
That was me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what was wrong with me, CVB. I was on top of the world. I had the fame, the women. I didn't know what was wrong with me before I went into my addiction. I broke down to my knees crying. I said, God, whatever you are up there,
Right.
I don't know how to be happy.
Right.
So whatever you got to do to me, do to me now.
Help
that
me,
may,
God.
That may someday
Yeah.
I may be happy. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't really know. Maybe I had some kind of a tumor or something. I didn't know what was
it's
wrong.
Possible. It's
It's
possible.
possible I had a tumor. I don't know.
Not a
But-
tumor.
You look like you got some tumors right now.
But I didn't. But I'm glad you said that. I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know that there's a God-sized hole in me, and I didn't know that God was the answer.
Right.
I didn't
so
know.
That's what's different about JC's, if I can just
Right.
interject just for a second about
Right.
JC's. What's different about JC's is we attack this thing with mind, body, and spirit.
Body, spirit.
So it's a threefold disease, and that's the way we treat it. And we ask God to come in. We ask that we bring the 12 steps, as you know.
Right.
So it's
Right. Oh,
12
yes.
steps. It's
And
God
God.
inspired.
Right.
It's biblical
God
inspired.
is the foundation.
It's meetings. You know, the whole thing is just a different. It's a different approach. It's a holistic approach. That's why I think the vitamin would be good. We would be great at our center.
Right.
I really do. You know, both my parents chiropractors. I come from a family of chiropractors. I believe in that.
Right.
Well, John believes in that. We
I
believe
do.
in
too.
fitness. We believe in attitude.
Right.
Now, the second part of your equation there is change your attitude, change your life. Change your thinking, change your life.
Change your thinking, change your actions. Change
Oh.
your thoughts, change your actions.
Yes, and we're going to talk about it coming back after the break. We're going to talk about change of thought, change of actions, change of mental outlook. There are decisions in recovery, the process of recovery. Let's talk about those elements that we can decide to follow someone else's footsteps, to lay it down and follow a treatment recovery program,
Yeah.
to surrender and to make that decision, to trust another way of living, to
Yeah.
trust a sponsor, trust the process. I can decide, when I went into rehab, I decided to do that because there was nothing else left.
Right.
And we're going to talk about that after the break, and there's a lot of points we want to bring in because there's a mental, physical, perceptions, values. There's a lot of elements that I want to talk about that JC's House does provide, and of course, the almighty faith-based program, guys. So if you're looking for a faith-based recovery, JC's
God.
House is the answer. Stay tuned right after this. We are Facebook Live all over the world at facebookrecovery.com. God bless.
Okay,
All right.
Freak me out.
Woo!
20% battery left on this phone.
Just plug it
20?
in.
20%.
Just plug it in.
Plug it
You have a
in.
charger?
What? Phone's dying?
You have a charger or not?
Yeah, I got charger right here.
You need to just plug it and just leave it
No,
in the
it's
charger.
iPhone. What kind of charger is that?
Where's the is the
I have
extension
one.
cord?
Hold on.
Well, we're still live.
Here.
You know, we're still
We're
live.
I know.
still live
We're
rolling.
still live.
We're getting
Yeah.
batteries going, guys.
Well,
We're getting
they're
batteries going.
seeing the
Hook
real
this up.
deal. Here, AJ.
Yeah, it's a
Just
real deal.
unplug it.
All right, we're good.
iPhone?
What's the second half of that question? Change,
Look over
okay,
here.
change it.
So,
No, Stevie, why don't you take off
Yeah.
and change your thoughts?
Is there a plug up here on the counter?
No.
Okay, so then how about here, right here?
You go into that deal.
That's what
about changing of
Your
thoughts,
thinking.
Cool.
Change your actions.
but sometimes you just have to change actions.
You can't change actions.
It's the whole energy. Isn't it a great energy in
Thank
here?
you.
It's just a great energy.
Or
I
change
agree
your
with what you
actions.
said about kids.
Plug it in. Amanda Cook says
infection.
plug it in. Yes.
A lot of times
Yes, Amanda. Plugging it in right now.
I totally go away into right.
Yeah, I do think he's a superstar.
We can act
But that's
our
because
way
he's
into
got
right
he's
thinking.
got
I
God in
can't
him.
think my way
He's
into
got
right
God.
action.
He's God inspired.
So change my actions, change my thinking.
Well, I mean, there's two ways to look at it.
Yeah.
Change
There is
your
two ways.
thinking
There is two ways.
In order to
Change your
change your
thoughts,
thinking, you
change
have to
your
change your actions.
But
Okay?
I was
Listen. If I want to have a great physique, I can't just think it. I have to do it. Faith without works is dead. The Book of James says, "Faith without works is
That's
dead."
what we
The
wanna
big book of the 12-step program says, "Faith without works is dead." So you got to do the works.
Yes.
If you have an
Faith-
idea to put the pill, to put
That's
the
where we're
B1
gonna go.
compound that you
That's where
found,
we're gonna
you have
go.
to put in
We'll go
pill
there.
form. If you don't do it, it doesn't get done. So faith
Same.
without works is dead.
Faith without works is dead.
That's right.
Why
Faith
is
without
that?
works
Is that live? Are we
Works,
live
action,
now?
we're live.
People can hear
Tell
that
them,
now.
tell
People
them.
can hear it now.
Tell them. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
Faith without works is dead. You heard it
Here it
right
is.
here. Absolutely. That's right.
We don't go off on Facebook Live. We are filming all the time.
That's
Yes,
great.
right there. Faith without works is dead.
Right.
That is a universal spiritual element of a law. That's the way we are wired. Right? The essence of having a faith must require actions of. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I
Give
didn't
me
know we
something.
were live. I'm so
We're
excited
live.
that I was
Yeah,
still
we're not
rolling.
turning up.
We're not live on the
Michael
radio, but
Pack
we're live
says,
on Facebook.
Michael
Right.
Pack says Batman is here.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm sure I had the right one in.
I
JC's
thought this was
Recovery
gonna
House
be a
plays
question
next.
and answer
It's the
period.
last one before the spot.
Or question
Okay,
and
great.
call-in period.
Last one before the
Something like
bumper.
Next
So
month,
get
let's
ready.
do a hey, let's
Oh,
month,
yeah.
next
Philip.
month let's do a question and call in where people can call in,
Call in and
and
we'll
then
answer the
we'll answer
questions.
questions.
Facebook-
People have
Okay.
questions.
Facebook's
That's
works
good.
better.
People
Works.
have questions.
We
They
wanna
don't
get
know what
people that need
faith-based
help out
recovery is
there.
all about.
Ask questions right now, guys.
How can they ask
If you-
questions now?
Right there
On Facebook Live. They can
Oh,
start.
is that how
I'm
that
reading
works?
the comments
Yes.
right now.
Great.
Samantha
Here we go.
Harvey says, that's right.
What's the
Okay.
question? Ask me the question.
AJ Ficaro says he's really Batman.
He's really
Philip
Bad.
Booth said AJ is Batman.
Okay.
He is bad.
AJ's Batman.
Does that mean I'm wrong? Am I
You know
wrong?
what? Kent's rubbing off on me.
All right,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
gotta
hear
see
any
the
questions.
Here we go.
on
Here's
that.
JC
How about some
Recovery
Look
questions?
at the jaw.
Michael
You gotta see
Michael
the
Pack.
Batman in that.
I'll
He
give.
is the Batman.
I called him.
Hey, I just pulled that plug out of my
No,
utility belt. so
Michael
we can charge
Pack
the
wants to
phone.
know the phone number and he'll call in. But Michael, what we're saying is, if you have a question, post it live to Facebook, and I'm reading them on the phone. We'll answer it.
Is
15
877-850-8585. 877-850
10 seconds.
8585. That's the phone number to call in.
Call it in.
Or call in
Or
or post
text
a
it in.
question there.
And Andrew Ruddick wants to know where he finds JC's Recovery Center.
JCRecoveryCenter.com.
No, in
JC
Hollywood.
Recovery.
In
We are
Hollywood.
live
Yes.
right now.
Oh,
We are
Kathy
just rocking
Carpenter.
and rolling. Welcome back to My Recovery Radio. This is Kent Paul, your host. So many people are actually diving in and following us on Facebook Live right now. If you want to contact JC's House, the phone number is 844-JC House. 844-JC House. 844-JC House. That's the phone number you can call in and you can get connected
Or
to.
954-589-2001.
Stevie's about to break
Okay,
out the
so Stevie,
Rolodex.
say that
Stevie's
number.
gonna break out the Rolodex.
954-589-2001.
You got a pencil? I want to write
Both
that
of those.
down.
Wait a minute. 954 what?
954-589-2001.
Hollywood, Florida.
589.
And that's in Hollywood, Florida. That's
2001.
JCRecoveryCenter.com.
Nice.
And what I want to tell you is that there's hope. Okay,
hope. There's
this
hope.
this
Amen.
month is my well, I've already celebrated this month 15 years. Praise
Hey!
God. January 3rd. Praise God.
So 15 years sober.
15
Right?
years sober.
Woo!
But in my 6th year of sobriety, so well, let me just give you a little background. In my 6th year of sobriety, I thought that I could drink alcohol safely because I hadn't had alcohol in 6 years. And so, and plus, I really never had a problem with alcohol. So I thought that I would be able to drink safely, just maybe have a glass of wine. I married this beautiful wife by the name of Sandra, and we got
she's
married.
from where?
She's from the country of Colombia.
Colombia.
Yes.
Colombia.
The exotic
Yeah.
one. Woo.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, okay, we'll calm down.
And
Calm
then,
down.
so I wanted to have a glass of wine with dinner, and I went and had a glass of wine with dinner. And it turns out that there's some people, and I don't know why this is, Dr. Rick. I don't know why this is, but there's some people, myself included, that have a real high addiction tendency. And that one glass of wine led to a full-blown relapse and 6 months in hell and back in treatment. And then so I gave my 6.5 years away. and that was 16 years ago. I went to a treatment center. It was a decent treatment center, but very, very low on the faith-based part of it. But they did introduce me back to faith-based. They did, and then I met this guy by the name of Russell Spatz. Who,
Russell Spatz has been on the show.
Right, who John and I are sponsored by, and he
We're
told us
sponsored
about
by.
Great man.
another way of life.
Yes. Great man.
Using the Bible, using God,
So-
as a higher power.
Are people calling in? Is that what's
Yeah,
going
people
on?
are calling
What's
in.
going on in
Let's
here?
go ahead and take live one.
Wait.
I'm excited.
I got a couple callers here.
Okay.
Mike called first, so let's get Mike.
Let's
All
get
right, Mike,
on
what
the
do you
phone.
got?
Okay.
Mike, on
Mike,
line
you're
one.
on my
You are
Recovery Radio
live.
Show.
So
What do
you're
you
gonna
got,
have to
Mike?
repeat his question. Can you turn this on?
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Welcome.
Right,
Awesome.
right.
Well, do you have any questions for Stevie B for us, buddy? Can we answer any questions for you?
We do.
We do.
We do.
Yeah.
We use two models. We use the Celebrate Recovery model, and we use the Alcoholics Anonymous model. But because we're faith-based, we do both. So we like an equal balance. If I travel out to Colombia like I was last week, and I look for a meeting of Celebrate Recovery, it's going to be very hard to find that. As a matter of fact, they don't have that. So we like to make sure that our residents and the people that are with us are equally bound in both programs.
Versed in both
So and Narcotics Anonymous too. You know, we're 12-step people.
So the question was, do they have Celebrate Recovery? That was
Yes.
the question by
Yes.
caller by Mike.
Yes.
Mikey, thank you so much for calling in, buddy. We got to get to other callers, but thank you
All of-
so much for tuning in, buddy.
All of our residents go to Celebrate Recovery.
Yes.
And Recovery
Absolutely.
Bible
And Mike,
Studies.
I,
Okay, good,
could you
good.
contact me personally because I'd like to find out more what you're doing in Ohio and see what we can do to help.
Okay, we go to line 2 right now. Line 2, who do we have, brother?
We have Marie. Marie actually had a question for Dr. Rick about his sobriety.
And you got to repeat the question.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
congratulations,
Nice.
congratulations on
Woo.
your 6 months. That's
It's a big
incredible.
step. It's a big step.
That's wonderful.
Maria said she was sober. She's in Brooklyn, New York, and she's sober 6 months.
She was sober 6 months.
She's sober 6
calling,
months
she's
now.
Sober 6 months, and she has a question.
What do you want to know about sobriety,
Yes.
Maria?
What do you want to know?
What do you want to know? No, it's a natural pill. It's going to be phenomenal. You take it. It fills up your body with B1. It takes away some of the cravings. It's going to be great. No side effects except you feel better.
Sobriety. What is sobriety? Yeah, there's no side effects to
You
this.
feel better.
Yeah, listen, it's very, very safe. It's been around since
Since
the
God
early
invented B1.
Since the
Yes.
early '60s, it's there's generally no adverse effects. We've had thousands of people on a similar product. I would recommend, though, if for every nutrient or any dietary supplement that you take, if you're pregnant, you plan to become pregnant, there's a possibility you're pregnant, you shouldn't take it. It's just safe. And if you have some significant medical issues, you should speak to your physician about it. But in general, the answer to your question is it's very safe.
Well, if you can, I'm sorry, if you can actually call offline, I'm sure he's happy. What's your phone number, Rick, that people can call you after the show?
He's not sure.
Why don't you call the office tomorrow morning, and it's 1-855-ZOBRIAT. I'm happy to speak to you, Maria, tomorrow. We'll have more time together, and I'll be able to answer your questions more fully.
Please call that Maria tomorrow. Please call all. Thank you so much for calling
Thank you
us,
for
sweetheart.
calling in.
Thank you so much. That's what it's all about, is just getting connected. And we have a couple more minutes before we go to break.
I already knew this was going to happen. If you put on a doctor talking about a pill that's going to make you feel better.
Right.
What the recovery center.
What the recovery center, yes.
you
Give
rather-
me a pill to feel better, man.
Would you rather talk about
Yeah.
God
What
or a
happened?
pill? I
Yeah,
knew.
yeah, yeah.
A matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about God.
JC House.
I'm looking
JC
at
House.
JC House.
God made the pill.
That's right. God
Yeah,
didn't
God-
make the pill.
God
I
made
agree with you,
vitamin
Dr. Rick.
B1.
I
Yes,
agree with
God
you.
made
100%.
But you brought up some really, really good points, though, in the whole essence of, change and the spirituality basis. And, the decisions that we make. And before we went to break, we we're kind of talking about the chicken and the egg, right?
Right.
So to think our way better into better action, or do we act our way better into better thinking? So what comes first,
Both
action
ways.
or thought?
Well, this is what I said. I looked at you, obviously a bodybuilder, And
Former bodybuilder.
if you're a former bodybuilder, I'd like to, I don't even know what to say to that. But I looked at you and I said, if you wanted to continue to keep yourself in shape, which you obviously are, you can't do that from sitting at home on the couch with a bag of potato chips and saying, I want to be in shape. You actually have to get off it. You can't think your way into that.
Right.
Exactly, John.
Right.
You have to
Right.
act your way into better living. So for me, and the program that I follow, it's acting yourself into better living. What does that mean? It means going to church. It means going to Bible study. It means going to 12-step meetings. I go to 14 12-step meetings a week. That might sound, no, excuse me. I go to seven 12-step meetings a week. I spend 14 hours a week on my program.
And this is after 15 years of
church.
sobriety.
Right. And people say that's insane. Well, let me tell you something. I spent 122 hours a week on my addiction. So I can spend 14 hours a week on my recovery.
Yes.
Plus I also believe in physical fitness. Plus we go to Bible studies. Plus we go to church. And we have a faith-based community around us that we do it with us.
Right.
And in our community, in the JC recovery community, and I don't mean to keep going back to that, but it works. We have people like Amanda. We have people like Dylan. We have people like Andrew that are sober 2 years, 3 years.
Right.
So and we've only been around for 3 years.
Oh.
And we have all at Bo 3 years. So we have all these products of what is working, a God-based program, just like worked for AJ.
Right.
AJ, do
Right.
people know you're in recovery?
Yes, I do.
My board up
Absolutely,
AJ, yeah, he's in
Okay.
recovery.
I've been sober since 2010.
Okay.
I actually grew up in Alateen.
Right.
From when I was 12
Right.
when my mother.
And you're only 18 now,
born
which is
born
fantastic.
alcoholic. Yeah, I wish I was 18 again. Yeah, I was born into alcoholism and addiction because my whole family tree is alcoholics and drug addicts. So I was born into it, and it was
Right.
just a bomb waiting to be fired off.
Right. You inherited it.
I inherited.
I didn't inherit mine. I invented mine. Both my parents are clean and sober, and praise God for that. But
So am I.
whether you inherit it or whether you work at it,
Right.
whatever it is, when you finally become addicted, whatever the reason is, it's going to take a lot of permanent action on a daily basis.
Right. Permanent action. We come back after the break. I want to talk about more exploring of actions, Big John. that we
What
can-
we're doing.
What we're doing
What we're
now.
doing today.
What are we doing to stay sober, to thrive, to have peace in our life, to have joy in our life, to become the people that we were born to be? Recovery is becoming the person God meant me to be. And we're talking about the action that we need to take place, the steps of this. When we come back after the break, we're going to talk more JC's House Recovery right here on my
JC's
Recovery.
House.
JC's House. JC's House, the faith-based recovery center. Woo!
JCRecoveryCenter.com.
Nice.
I knew as soon as you started talking about the pill, the entire program was going towards
Yeah, we asked
I
for
didn't
phone
even
calls.
want
I don't have enough headphones. This
I didn't
girl
even want to
calls.
finish the program.
The second person on
But
the
you have a
phone
lot of questions.
goes,
People
I
are
want
sending
to talk to the
questions
doctor
on Facebook.
about sobriety.
Right?
You know what's in my
Sending
head?
questions
I don't have a
on
pair of
Facebook.
headphones for him. What am I going to do? I guess I'll give him mine.
Amanda had a couple of
I
questions.
didn't bring cards. I didn't bring
They're
business cards.
all the questions are to you, Rick. They're all to you about the MS. My
Oh,
my
that's
daughter has my
fantastic.
sister's MS.
That's fantastic.
You need to have your own show.
Yeah, you
Oh,
Right.
You'll get a lot of
Right.
beautiful,
You need to have your own
beautiful.
show.
God,
Bring
oh,
your number. Talk to
Oh.
intent about getting your own show.
You need an 800 number.
Oh, look, I got another pair right here. Never mind.
Find the best candidates with
Oh.
ZipRecruiter, where your
Too
job
much
is just
fun.
one click away from the
Yeah,
Why don't we
man.
do that next time? Why don't we have
I love this
Try
ride.
ZipRecruiter.
Why don't you tell them what we're
Just
doing?
go to ZipRecruiter.com/talk.
No, we have a topic. We only got 15
ZipRecruiter.com/talk.
minutes. We
Facebook's
got
rocking it.
22 breaks this time.
You got 7
Making the
minutes.
decision
Hey,
to bring
no,
outside
you have good
assistance
10
into your home
Yeah,
can be
yeah.
challenging. This
No,
is
no,
risky.
we come
With
to
so many
break up
questions
about-
to ask,
We got 2 minutes. We got 2 more
Give an
minutes.
overview of JC's House.
What happened?
Recovery
Can
Center,
overwhelm any
treatment,
family.
PHP.
That's why
What we
Safe
do
and
in the
Steady was
morning, what we
founded,
do at night.
allowing
He
them
wants to know what we're
closely
doing now
work
to
you and your
stay
family to
sober.
provide a truly
We're getting up,
personal
we're going to
home care
meetings in the morning, we're
experience. Safe and
praying,
Steady
we're
home care
meditating, we're
experts
going to
will help
meetings
you
at night,
identify
we're
your
working
needs,
during the day.
discussion
I think you
options
should say it.
before
You're
you
saying it
go.
awesome.
No,
No, you're saying it
don't do that
awesome.
either.
Can be
No, I
difficult.
freeze.
What are some of the questions
Safe
we
and
have?
Steady today.
Just let me have one question.
561-237.
How
That
good
is the
does the
one.
pill work? Does it guarantee?
No.
The pill guarantees.
What about the
Amanda
Facebook?
Starr says, love you, Stevie.
All the time. Thank you, Amanda Star.
Good taste. Good man.
But
Thank
what-
you, Darius says it's awesome.
Amen.
Darius Price.
Amen. Love Darius.
Londa Jennifer says she feels the energy, powerful recovery here. Go
Amen.
Jennifer.
Amen,
Okay.
Londa.
Okay.
561-237-5252. Safe and Steady.
Who else we got? Wow, look at all those. Look at when I'm
Mandy
looking,
Reinhardt's
when I'm looking at
back.
those
Hi,
hundreds,
Mandy. Check you.
when I'm looking at hundreds of responses, it's all people that are on fire. It's all people that their lives have changed.
Sober over thanks to JC's house.
Amanda
Wow.
Cook, sober over 2 years. Thank
Wow.
you,
Amanda Cook,
Praise God.
JC's
Yes.
house.
Amen.
Woo!
Yes.
Thanks, Amanda.
Let's give her a shout out.
Shout out.
Amanda Cook.
Yes.
Amanda Cooks, we love you. Thanks for posting.
And also her boyfriend Dylan, a professional baseball player. He's
Yep.
over sober over 2 years.
Professional
Dylan, we love you too. JC's house.
Nice.
The boyfriend of Amanda. Awesome, buddy.
Okay. Eugene ZS, 32 days clean and serene.
All right,
from,
Eugene.
From Brooklyn. From Brooklyn, New York. It's cold. Oh, you guys had a warm day in Brooklyn. You almost had Florida weather
Right,
up there.
exactly.
Keep them coming, guys. Keep
What
them
else we
coming.
got coming?
Keep them coming.
Amanda, can you not see my question? You know what happened, Amanda? As you were asking the question, Amanda, the guys were still talking, so we had to roll back in, and your question is way up in the feed. So type your question again. We have 1 more minute.
Again.
Quick,
Type it again.
What's your question, Amanda? Come
Type
on.
it in again.
Surgery options. It might help you choose.
Let's see how fast Amanda Cook can type.
She's fast. No, she's good. She's like an
I'm
account
watching. I'm
executive.
watching.
Tip of your nose. If you're thinking of a little self-improvement, go see Dr.
Push up, keep
Pinsky,
up
my
the good
favorite.
work.
I know you've heard me talk about
Yes, it feels like summer in Brooklyn,
30
Eugene.
seconds.
Oh,
Okay,
I love Samantha
30
Harvey.
seconds.
Good. Nice.
Amazing recovery from the Philippines.
Oh,
Nice.
Thank you, Philippines.
Nice.
Wow.
20
Erin
seconds.
McCabe, 5 years, guys. Happy I stumbled across this.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Right on.
Love that.
Roseanne, she lost her
10
son
seconds.
after 3 years helping living. All right, Amanda, Roseanne.
5.
Okay.
That's 561
2.
881 8800.
Okay, Amanda.
Welcome back to My Recovery Radio. I'm Kent Paul, your host. I'm so blessed to have another day clean and sober. And we have JC's House Recovery Center in the studio. We have Stevie B and John C. And we are rocking and rolling. Woo! We have a bunch of comments coming on Facebook Live. And we're just rocking. There's, hundreds of comments. It's
Hundreds of
absolutely
comments.
amazing.
Yeah.
They're rolling across.
Yeah, rolling
I
across.
love Eugene from Brooklyn with 31 days.
Yeah.
Eugene,
Crazy.
31
Eugene
days.
from Brooklyn, so awesome.
Congratulations.
Philippines, we have all over the world. People are how long they've been sober, and they're making comments about sobriety. And this is what it's all about.
We
It's
love sobriety.
community. Sobriety is so awesome. It's so fun.
Amanda Cook
We're
said,
celebrating.
Bible in one hand, big book in the other. Good
That's
for
the
you.
way.
Okay.
That's how we
Yes.
roll. That's how we roll it.
Right.
JC's
That's
house.
awesome.
That's how we roll it.
Bible in
JC's
one
house.
hand,
Yes.
big book
Right.
in the other.
Yeah.
And Amanda's
Love that.
question is,
What is Amanda's
what
question?
is JC Recovery Center's meeting schedule, and how do they incorporate God in the 12 steps? And she's asked that question
Wow,
about
wow.
4
Let me
times.
tell you, let me tell you about our meeting schedule.
Nice.
We have
Go
a
ahead,
7.
Stevie.
You know what was told to me when I came back, and unfortunately I did have to come back 16 years ago.
Yeah.
What was told to me is you needed to have a meeting schedule, not just go to meetings, but have a meeting schedule so that you'd have accountability.
Right.
So JC's House is Celebrate Recovery on Monday night. Tuesday night we usually have Peter Marinelli, as you know.
Yes,
Peter
he's been on
Marinelli.
the show. He's
He's
fantastic.
doing the steps down
Fantastic.
there.
Peter Marinelli, we
What's
love
up,
you.
Pete?
Awesome.
CD.
Peter Marinelli's part of JC House and JC Recovery Center, praise God. So we have Peter Marinelli on Tuesday
Teaching
night.
the steps.
Yep.
Teaching the steps, praise God. On Wednesday night, we have something called the Recovery Bible Study, and that's also in Fort Lauderdale.
Tell them when you started that, Stevie.
Recovery
Yeah.
Bible Study, we started with 4 people 8 years ago. Now on Wednesday nights, we have a full band.
Yeah.
It's rocking.
That's
It's having
rocking.
fun. It's
We
rocking and
praise the
rolling.
Lord.
Sobriety.
Yeah. Our God is an awesome
Yes.
God.
Amen.
On Thursday nights, the women go to a meeting, the men go to a meeting called the West Side Men's Group, and it's individual choice. On Friday nights, we have something called the Golden Text Group, and that's also a God-centered
All at
12-step meeting.
JC's house.
Yeah.
On Saturday mornings, we have another meeting called All About God. On Saturday night, we all go out to church together.
We go to
On Sunday
Calvary.
morning, we go to another church called Lighthouse or
Wow.
Catholic Church. And then on Sunday night, we go over to a meeting that's called the Stepping Out Group. And when I tell you, they're all 12-step based. They're all God-based.
Amen.
And it's a 7-day-week schedule. And people say, well, I can't do that 7-day-week schedule. Well, I got to tell you, we have a whole bunch of graduates that say you can.
That's right.
Stevie, how many clients do we have in JC's house now?
It's about 125 beautiful women and 100 men.
The
And
women's have,
yeah,
we have a separate women's house?
of course. Oh my goodness.
Everything is
Absolutely.
separate. No
Everything is
co-ed
separate.
living.
Oh, no,
No
my goodness.
co-ed living.
No
Everything is
co-ed
separate.
living.
No.
Number one cause of relapse right there.
Yeah.
is,
Try to
right.
stay out of a
Yeah.
relationship within the
Woo.
first year. Try to
Yes.
do it. It
Yes.
really,
so
it really
dangerous.
does help work.
First, take care of you. And
Gotta
then you
take
can
care of you.
Take care
Right,
of others.
right,
Right.
exactly.
Bible.
And then a plant. Get a plant first. And if the plant makes it, then a puppy, and then a relationship. I like
That's
to say
right.
that.
I love
All right,
that.
hey, there you
Never
go,
heard
Stevie
that. That's a
B.
new one.
Nice.
Yeah.
But nobody's listening.
Nobody listens anyway. Nobody listens.
How many people follow that advice?
Nobody
Oh,
follows that advice. Nobody
You know what's
follows
funny?
that.
I was
Say it.
given a point.
It's
Nobody
out
even
there,
and I
starts
still
at the
haven't
plant,
lived it.
puppy. Unbelievable. So the original topic was, and thank you for that, Amanda C, for that question. But the original topic: change your mind, change your life, change your actions. What comes first? I think it's all part of the package. I think the entire thing is part of the package. This young lady, Amanda, just asked about the schedule. You have to get out of yourself to get to the schedule. I'm sure sobriety didn't just come upon you.
No.
Kent, I'm sure sobriety didn't just come upon you.
No.
It's something that you have to work out. I said something before the break about doing something permanently one day at a time. And doctor, you might look at me, what does that mean? That's an oxymoron. No. We believe in permanent sobriety, but we take it one day at a time. One day. And if the sobriety pill can help, great. We know that God is the main focus for us. We know that meetings help. People say meeting makers make it. I don't believe that. I believe meeting makers definitely, it helps. I believe that church helps. I believe that 12-step meetings help. If the pill, a sobriety pill can help, great.
Nothing can work better than God.
No.
Right.
Our relationship with God is why we're here today.
Absolutely.
That's why we're here today.
What does your daughter say, John? When you're down to nothing, God is up to something. Is that what she says?
Well, she says it.
What
right
does she
there.
say?
She says,
When God
"Is all
You have.
you have,
That's when you know that God's all you need.
God's all. No, here we go.
Wait, here we go. Okay.
everybody said it wrong."
No,
How about this?
All right,
If God is all you have,
roll, baby.
God is all
Roll,
you need.
baby. Roll, baby.
You don't know that God's all you need until God's all you got.
That's it.
what
Yay!
she said.
Hey,
Mickey!
Mickey
John,
Carroll,
give it up
John,
to Mickey.
John.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, John, one more time. One more time.
One more
Say
time,
it.
John.
Go ahead.
You don't know that God's all you need until
Until
God's all you got.
Yeah.
Nice.
Powerful.
Nice.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
I have
love
said
that.
that to myself so
Hey,
many times.
can I give a shout out to my mom?
Please, yes, please.
My mom Marie just had a cancer surgery. They went in, it was 100% successful. They removed the cancer out of her colon and her rectum. She didn't have to have a bag put on her side, a colostomy bag or a colostomy bag. And she's got a 100% prognosis that she's cancer free. So I just want to say thank you, God.
Because of
Thank
God.
you,
Yes.
G-O-D.
Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now,
Because
I
of
want
God.
to tell you, next Christmas, or you can't be alone. We have people that need you.
I will be there. I will be there.
We
I
have the
need
most
you.
on Christmas and
Tell them what we do.
let me tell you something. On Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, what John and myself and John's wife and John's sister-in-law and my parents and my wife, what we've decided to do was on those 3 holidays is to serve our community. So we have this gigantic Thanksgiving feast,
Nice.
and then we have a gigantic Christmas feast where all the people that work there and our families, we all stand at the tables and we serve the community.
Over 200 people.
Over 200 people. We give out presents to all the
We
kids.
have a little meeting.
Beautiful.
And then on New Year's
Beautiful.
Eve, we do the same thing. We have 3 great holidays. So pick one and come down because you would be such an inspiration
See, that's
to our
so.
community.
But that's what's so amazing is you have all these events during the holiday time because holidays. Look here
slippery side.
between Thanksgiving and Christmas, 1,200 people died in Florida from addiction.
Oh my God.
All over the country, it's the #1 time for suicide between those times.
Oh my goodness.
Stevie,
Most
we were
people
having so much
relapse
And we
and
were
die.
having so much fun.
We had so much fun.
But it's so awesome that you have that at JC's house, though. You create these amazing events.
We do.
And
We
people
do.
start to reassociate
Yes.
these special events sober to be wonderful.
Exactly.
To be celebrative. To feel love in that broken hole.
Exactly.
Most people were using the previous holiday.
Right, and they don't have a community to be involved with. Come on,
Right.
listen.
Come
we're
to
not
our
saying
community.
we're not saying you have to come to treatment at JC's house. Come to our community.
Come
Come
on,
down there.
yeah.
See what we
Come
do.
to our
Come
events.
to a meeting with us. Come to an event with us.
Come to
and
church.
See if you don't get caught up in the Holy Spirit, crazy fun power
Oh,
that we have.
absolutely.
Last night, AJ, we were going crazy at the Recovery Bible. What was that song we were singing, John?
That was
Holy, holy, holy.
Yeah.
Holy, holy, holy. I don't remember the other line.
Let's get into it. I'm going to start dancing.
It was crazy. It was amazing. It was amazing. And it all has to do with recovery because we did not get sober to be bored.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you have to
That's good.
replace
Yes.
you have to replace what you used to do with drugs and alcohol with something that's fun,
Yes.
that's entertaining, that's fulfilling, that's life changing. That's powerful. Otherwise, you're going to go back to the same thing you always did.
Right.
If you do not change, you will go back to the previous person that you were.
Little did
Am I
I
right?
realize what
Yes.
a blast I was going to have until I got sober.
Right.
And didn't need to drink to have a blast.
Yes.
I'm having a blast now.
And that's
Right,
what we do
me
on this
too.
show.
That's what we're
This
doing
show
right
is
here on
about
this show. We're having a
celebrating
blast.
the sober living. We're having
We
fun.
have
are
fun.
excited. We are loving. We are having, it's a blast celebrating
Absolutely.
recovery. And just like you said, we didn't get sober to be miserable people.
Right.
To
Right.
celebrate love and excitement, have fun out there in the world.
Right.
Because we have a new solution of all life elements, and that is God
Right.
and
Yay.
hope.
We
I can
absolutely
deal with
insist
love.
on enjoying our lives.
We insist on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That
Good
is-
times
have
to
a
be
That's
had.
pretty good.
Times to be had.
Sally Bird
That's
Cook
so
says.
awesome.
What
the
does
song
Sally
really-
say?
She says, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God
Oh, that's
Almighty."
right.
I think that's what she really was thinking.
Holy, holy,
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. Yeah, Lord God Almighty. That's right. That's right, Sally. And let me tell you something about that Sally.
Thank you,
That-
Sally.
Let me
Thank
tell
you,
you,
Sally.
that girl Sally that just called in.
That's
she's
Amanda's
one,
sister.
She's one of the biggest miracles. She is
Wow.
such a miracle.
We have 5 seconds. Thank
Well-
you so much.
JC
Wait, no, we
Recovery.
want more.
Way too
We
much
want
out.
more.
Jay-
We came up here for more.
JCRecoveryCenter.com. We'll come back. We'll come
We're
back.
coming
and You'll
back.
have us.
We're coming back.
Wow, what a show.
We're
Well,
coming
I'm-
back.
Yeah,
That's
this is
awesome.
illegal to have this much fun.
I will
today.
be back.
That's why we
We'll
need
be
the
back.
sobriety pill.
This show was presented by JC's House Recovery and Counseling Center. They are the faith-based retreatment center located in Hollywood, Florida, faith-based program. Their phone number again is 844-JC House, 844-JC House. Thank you so much, Stevie B, John C, and Dr. Rick Mann in the house. Thank you so much for all being on the show tonight. You guys are absolutely amazing. This show is recorded live, of course, and put on podcast. It'll be posted tomorrow, myrecoveryradio.com. You can click on it. We are Facebook Live right now. It'll be live streamed and also recorded at My Recovery Radio. That's at My Recovery Radio on Facebook. You can watch this video, send it to them, tweet them. This is here for you guys. We are servants. We love you. We're a team. We're having fun. There is new excitement in recovery. If you have any topics you want to hear, your testimonies, please contact me, Kent at myrecoveryradio.com. God bless you. In closing, please always remember, whatever pain and suffering you are going through, there is hope. Recovery is real, and you will find real stories of real people with real miracles of healing right here on this show. We walk this journey together, guys. We are never alone. We are victors and not victims. Woo! God loves the broken because there are more pieces to work with. He loves people like us, alcoholic drug addicts. In God's love, all things are possible, my friends. And everything you want is just on the other side of fear. Have courage. Never give up. We are a team. We are family. Don't give up, guys. See you weekdays and every night right here on My Recovery Radio, 8 p.m. Eastern. We are the chosen, my friends. Never forget that because we have the gift of recovery and we are recovery warriors. Go with God.
Woo! And that's a wrap. That's good.
That was amazing.
That's good.
Wow.
Okay,
Good
check
show.
it out. That's officially a wrap.